Now it's time for today's guest, and she is one of soap's most famous stars. EastEnders Patsy Plamer is back on the square again very soon as her beloved Bianca reunites with Dad David Wicks. Oh, it's like 1994 all over again.
I want you. You want me as well, didn't you?
Bianca, please don't do this to me. Bianca, stop it! Stop it! For crying out loud, are you trying to drive me insane? Bianca, you can only push a bloke so far. Do you know what I mean?
Well, why? What have I done?
You know what you did.
Don't. Why not? I mean, what's your problem?
I'm your father, all right?
Well, that's a bloomin' doof-doof. Here to talk life on and off Albert Square, it's Patsy Plamer.
Wow. I'm not kissing him now. No, I wouldn't mind. He's gorgeous.
Oh. So you would be, what, your 20s and that? What?
21 when I started. 21, yeah, I was playing a 16-year-old, though.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So when did you first meet David?
So that would have been, yeah.
I'm getting mixed up, Michael.
When I started, so he came in... I think he came in straight away, knowing that he was going to be part of the storyline of the family. But he said he remembers only my voice. Like, I was on the phone. It was when we had payphones. There was a payphone outside the BBC. Yeah. And he said he just remembers me being on the phone. I was on the phone. I can remember it, actually. It's my friend Lisa. And, like, oh, God, you can't believe it. You know, I'm at EastEnders and telling all about it. And he said, I just thought, who the hell is a voice like that? So, yeah, and that was it. And we've become very close. We've always been really close. He's a great actor, Michael, and it's brilliant having him back.
So excited to be doing scenes with him?
Yeah, really excited.
Yeah.
We've got such a strong relationship off screen and on screen. So there's a lot of chemistry on screen, and I'm glad that they're exploring the father-daughter relationship like that, and especially at our ages, because it's not something that you really see.
Yeah, well, that's true. And you're coming back ostensibly to save Sonia, your sister, but you're not actually going to be doing any scenes together?
No.
No?
Well, not yet. I don't know. It depends how long it takes for her to get out of jail.
Yeah.
But I think she's probably been brought onto this, hasn't she? I've come back for Shona and she left, and I've come back for Natalie and she's not there, and I'm like, I'm there now. What's going on? I came back for everyone and they've gone. But that's just the nature of the business, and I'm just so glad for all of them. They're such brilliant girls. I love them so much. Yeah. Well, we've known each other. I've known Natalie since she was 10 years old. I used to pick her up and take her to work.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And
she lived in Islington. I used to drive from Bethnal Green, pick her up, drive her to Elstree, and she said I'd be, like, in the back, and she said you'd be, like, in the front, the fag out the window, banging tunes, like, going along, singing at the top of your voice, speeding down the road.
Don't people do double takes at the traffic lights?
They probably did, yeah, at that time.
I was actually going to say, because this is your third return.
Is it? I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know. I've been back and forth so many times.
What is it like, kind of keep coming into different storylines each time you come back?
It's pretty amazing, because it's 40 years, and it is such a journey, like, being in a soap for so long. You'll all agree, being in this for so long, and it's, you know, behind what you see on TV, you know, it's a workplace and it's a business, and there's always going to be different people coming in and politics and relationships and bosses and different things, and you could go away one time and you're determined never to return. You know, it's like you're like, I love you all and I've loved my time here, but I'm definitely not going to be back. And then you'll get a new boss, and we've got now Chris, who's absolutely transformed the place. Like, he's the most amazing boss, and it really is such a beautiful atmosphere there right now. The camaraderie with everyone is just magic. It's really like stepping back in time almost, like everybody gets on so well. There's a real love. And I think that where we are in the world right now, if you've got a roof over your head and if you're, you know, if you're happy, I think you can't fail to be grateful. You know, so I think everybody there's got such a different attitude towards life and work, and I don't think there's anyone there that's ungrateful for having a nice job and being able to go to work in a nice place right now. So I think that could be a lot to do with it, but I do believe that Chris is a brilliant boss.
Yeah.
And it's a lot about that. He's very personable.
But I mean, the contrast between LA, because you live in Los Angeles,
I've
that's
been
home,
there for 10
isn't
years.
it?
Yeah.
And coming back to EastEnders must be incredible.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, to be honest, I've been there for so long and it is a relationship. So when I go back there, I've known these people now for 30 years and we've been through everything together, like down to the makeup girls, the wardrobe girls that are still there. I go and sit in there. We have so much history. You spend more time with these people than you do probably with any of your family. So, and it's such a non-judgmental history. It almost is like you can just go and say everything and they're getting on with their own lives and no one's taking it home what you've sat and blurted out over your cup of tea for an hour. You know, it's just I think the older you get in life, you just look at life very differently.
You were talking, you were mentioning about your relationship with them for 30 years, but you've been married for 24 years.
24 years. But me and my husband have known each other since we were kids, so we've grown up together.
I love that, because you said, I read recently, I don't know if it's true, that you still get butterflies when he picks you up from the airport.
I love so much, yeah. We're very lucky. We're a lot of people can probably become quite complacent, but I think that we've pretty much been through everything that there is to go through. Luckily, not any major health things, which I never want. So I don't want to experience that. So we've been really, really lucky that we've probably been through everything together. And we still have such a massive appreciation for each other. And I think we put our marriage first before everything. And if anything were to start interfering with that, I would definitely change it because it's just precious. And for the kids and everything, you know, it's important. And well, that's what we believe. I don't believe anybody should be in unhappy situations in life. I think that we're all pretty independent. We could all cope. Yeah. Sure, I could cope, he could cope, but, you know, we decided to put our marriage first when we got married.
That's lovely.
And talking of the kids, are any of them following in your footsteps?
Yeah, they do, but, you know, my kids they do all different things, you know. They're very...
what a cool bunch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is a lovely photograph, isn't it?
Oh, they're great kids, you know. They'll just do what they do. I don't know. They're all different. They're so different. And they're getting older now, you know. They're going off and...
Yeah, you've got one still in the nest, but the other three...
All the rest. Yeah. I've got 4, So all of the 3 of them are adults now, so I try and stay out of it. They have their own lives, and their lives will change every day, won't it? You know, we do so many different things, so I encourage them to do as many different things in life as they can.
I love how you said, I try to stay out of it. It's not always easy, is it?
One thing I was really interested in was your sort of well-being lifestyle. You meditate every day.
I do,
Is that something that
I've done that for quite a long time and I just do it. It's very easy, you know, it doesn't cost anything and I just use YouTube meditations. I haven't got anything fancy.
Is there a reason for doing it, though? You mentioned
just to keep my mental health in a good place and to keep me level and stable, and I don't feel like I have to be strict with anything anymore. I just like to have a balanced life and do what I want to do and not have to be rigid with myself, and it just keeps me really happy and it helps me just to focus on joy and be grateful. I'm grateful for everything and I just feel that it just keeps me... It's a scientifically proven method of keeping yourself really. You know, I mean, you're probably an expert at it and sport.
Well, listen, whatever you're doing, you're obviously doing it right.
Oh,
Absolutely. And it's been lovely to see you and we look forward to all the drama on EastEnders.